Alright, so the Axie Infinity PvP Arena Season 1 has officially concluded. And I just want to congratulate everyone who played, who laddered, and congratulations to everyone who locked in that top 50 spot. During this time, we also saw the RC Tech vs AXSCB Axie League that concluded. We also saw the Axie GG Fight Night, and the Leaky Cup was announced by Benjamin. Looking forward to attending that and also seeing how those satellites work out. So a lot of great community events going on to kind of top off the heavily supported Season 1 Axie League. And I just want to give a shout out to the Axie team, the Axie Infinity team, and just say thank you for creating an official Season 1 league with rewards. This league has proven to be really addicting, really exciting. All right, so this is my team for Season 1. Full disclosure, I went with a Trump team. Funny enough. So this, going into Season 1, I knew this was my best performing team. I was hoping this wasn't going to be the only team I'd have to ladder with, but I experimented with so many different things that this is what I ended up going with. And I found it to be super strong with the Little Owl and with the Balloon, I believe, being an underrated move. And for me, my struggle was my tank. I switched out my tank so many times during the season to different tanks. But funny enough, this seemed to be my most well-performing tank for this team. And I think a lot of it had to do with one, Sirius, and another Snake Jar. Snake Jar is a very good move because it basically negates an attack by itself. And stealing energy has proven to be very powerful. And yeah, I also think that people respected my Sinister Strike on my tank way too much. It was more of just a kind of a bluff. I never really took games with Sinister Strike. So looking to change out this Axie on this team going into the next season. All right, so that was my team. We'll look at the ladder and how it ended. One Day Play coming in at that #1 spot, coming from behind. I believe he was in this 8th, 9th area here, and he come from behind performance, getting that #1 spot, knocking down Black Chocobo and Benjamin, which I was surprised to see. I honestly thought Black Chocobo and Benjamin had that top 2 spot locked in, but that proved to not be the case. Next we have Napoleon. I did not play against Napoleon very much. I think I only played him against him one time, but he was able to come from behind, lock in that #2 spot. So Napoleon from Axie GG. And then of course we got the one and only Black Chocobo. Really thought this guy was going to take the #1 spot, but man, I guess that last 6 hours was just, you know, I would have loved to see a live cast of that because it proved to be pretty competitive, I think. DeBoz, another surprising top 5 performance coming from behind. I would really like to know what team he was using. So if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. I did not get to see, and I was able to maintain that #5 spot. Didn't play a lot in the last couple days. I really felt comfortable here at the 1674 rating. I didn't think my team matched up against some of the bumpy Snake Jar teams very well. Didn't really have a solution for that. I did have a couple teams, but none that I felt that we're going to be able to take on, you know, some of these stronger teams, like let's say for instance like what Siddhartha was playing in. We'll get into Siddhartha. Benjamin from Team Leaky kind of leaking his way down into that #6 spot. He was at #2. We got Clerk, we got Chief from Axie GG as well. So all these guys playing a lot, really I think at the forefront of seeing what's powerful here. I'm talking about Chief, and does a lot of theory crafting, and I really love seeing what he comes up with. And then we got Goldboot, a very, very strong performer in this season. Saw him playing a lot, saw him beating a lot of teams, and I guess maybe he went with the Ronin Imp combo for the win, right? All right, and then Siddhartha. I really want to see if I can pull up a game from Siddhartha later and kind of with this week that we have off and show you guys what Siddhartha was doing and how powerful that team was. because, man, it seemed like every time I played against this guy, it was just a complete coin flip, and I think he had the advantage. All right, so that's your top 10. Let's get into some honorable mentions going through this list up until the top 50. All right, first honorable mention in that number 12 spot is Crypto Maximalist. Man, I saw this guy grinding it out the whole season, using teams with Nutcracker combos, with Imp Ronin, with the Little Owl. Also, maybe not with Little Owl, but with the Tri-Spikes. That's what it was. The Tri-Spikes combo. So honorable mention to Crypto Maximalist. Saw this guy trying to grind it out the whole season. And then we got Bronzebeard 25 from Axie GG. I honestly thought this guy was going to finish a lot better. I'm not sure if he decided to use his bumpy snake jar combos. Didn't really get to play against him very much. So let me know if you guys were able to play against him and what kind of teams he was using. We saw Chaz, Flowbot 44, and then honorable mention, of course, to Freak. Really want to see this guy come back and just be at the forefront of Axie Infinity again. And the old game, he was just the guy to beat, the GOAT, if you will. So honorable mention to Freak. Biff Chains Monstar, saw him quite a lot. Fuzzy Token. We got AXSCB here. Janos. And if I'm not mentioning your name, I apologize. It's just I did not see you throughout the season. So please don't get offended if I don't mention your name. These are just people I saw grinding it out through the season with, you know, maybe some interesting teams or just trying to play a lot to rank up. But we saw Cat Creators. We saw Flexi, YCB, AK. I really thought AK was going to maintain a higher position. He seemed really, really strong at the very beginning of the season. And then let's see, we got JJ Who. I saw him quite a bit. Spazzy Yazzy, Crypto Joe, Pango Cat, Quan. Saw all these guys. I thought was going to get a higher position. And a really big surprise for me was Turd. The Lone Nugget. Turd the Lone Nugget. What a funny name. Really surprised by his team. He had a very interesting setup where I believe it's just some really random, seemingly low-costing Axies, and he was able to just kind of snowball his way through some really high-ranking teams. We got Henry here, honorable mention to Henry. Jenny, I saw late in the season, lost quite a bit to her. RC Tech, man, RC Tech, I really, really thought this guy was going to finish higher. Every time I played against him, I just felt like I didn't know if I was winning or if I was losing. It was he would play really random teams. I noticed late in the season he was going with some teams high with the serious move, but really surprised to see RC Tech finish so low. Maybe it was because he was just still experimenting with newer teams. But watch out, you know, RC Tech. I think he's going to. I think he's going to come back this next season strong. I mean, he's a great player, and every time I play against him, I don't know if I'm winning or if I'm losing. I mean, let's be honest. Who else? We got Gummy here, Jim's Chickens, Crumb. I saw all these guys. Special shout out to the G-Ho, grinding it out this season. I saw this guy playing almost every single day. And Triton, I thought this guy was going to finish higher, in my opinion. I saw him playing some really strong bird teams. And anyone past the top 50, that's a surprise. Indies here. FPG Odin. Let's see, who else? Reels. Let's see. Big Crit Brit. I think he was higher rated earlier in the season, maybe. Let's see. But shout out, honestly, to everyone who made the top 100. It was a hell of a season. And I really want to see next season just everyone go all out and see who can get that top 3, top 20 spot and kind of maintain it. So, you know, we see these guys like One Day Play, Napoleon, Black Chocobo, DeBoss, and all these guys in the top 20. And, you know, top 30 even. And I really want to see who can maintain that top 10 spot. So next season, are we going to see the same people from season 1 in that top 10 position? Well, only time will tell. I will see you guys next season. It's been a hell of a season. It's been so fun to grind it out this season and to test teams. That's my goal going into next season is I really want to test out some new teams and switch my team up a little bit and not play the same exact teams. My goal is I want at least 3 different teams that I can that I feel comfortable laddering with by the time season 2 starts. So really excited to see kind of what everyone's brewing up, and excited to see how the next season is going to end, if we're going to see the same people in that top 10, top 20 spot. I predict that it's not going to look this way. I think you might see a couple people, but I think we're going to see some new faces in that top 10, top 20 spot. But stay tuned. This was just a quick summary of the Season 1 ladder. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to see any more, I can bring up some games from the season and from this season in the week that we have off, if you guys would like that, or in the next iteration of Season 2, on the Season 2 report, if you guys want to see anything different. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and congratulations to everyone that competed, and thank you to the Axie team for supporting everyone that plays their game. All right, guys, signing out. Peace.